Why Rowan Atkinson is picky about his roles. Who doesn't know about Rowan Atkinson now? He's currently starring in his newest comedic series, Man vs. Bee, which can be found streaming on Netflix. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we will explain why Rowan Atkinson is picky about his roles. Yeah, you heard it right, so let's start our video. The celebrity explained why he's so picky about the assignments he takes on his recent interview. The actor who played Mr. Bean takes the role of Trevor Bingley, a father who's struggling financially and ends up wreaking havoc at a customer's home. The actor discussed his thoughts on what makes a project appealing in interviews with Express.co.uk and other press outlets. As people were excited to see Mr. Bean star in his newest role, the film Man vs. Bee spent some time in the top 10 of Netflix's most watched movies. The 67-year-old comedian provided a lot of laughs since his character, which is ultimately responsible for the chaos that occurs, is a bee. William Davies, who collaborated on the writing of the series, once jokingly said that he needed to join a dance to get Rowan to function again. In response to the assertions that he chose his parts with great care, he stated that he was delighted to work, but he sort of needed to work on something in which he had absolute faith, belief, and knowledge. Rowan Atkinson is somebody who doesn't require any introduction. It was on classic British television comedies like Blackadder and Mr. Bean that he first came to the general public's attention. Since then, he has starred in movies like The Lion King and Johnny English, and he has established quite a reputation for himself in the entertainment field. And for the first time since the pandemic began, Rowan Atkinson is back with Man vs. Bee. A sitcom that he and the creator of Johnny English, William Davies, created for Netflix. I went into this show with a balanced attitude of cautious optimism and excitement. My interest was piqued by Atkinson's presence as both a star and a co-creator, even though the logline didn't exactly win me over, and the concept that it would be a series rather than a movie came across as doubtful. He said that there were times when he might be picky about comedy, but he did appreciate some well-timed slapstick, and out of anyone to go head-to-head with a bee, the comedian who was most known for his character, that was focused solely around physical humor, seemed like the ideal choice. As we said before, Rowan Atkinson is making his comedic return to the big screen in the blockbuster Netflix series Man vs. Bee. The actor who played Mr. Bean takes on the role of Trevor Bingley, a father who's struggling financially and ends up wreaking havoc at a customer's home. The actor discussed his thoughts on what makes a project appealing in interviews with Express.co.uk and other press outlets. As people were excited to see Mr. Bean star in his newest role, the film Man vs. Bee spent some time in the top 10 of Netflix's most watched movies. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet to show your support. Now let's continue. The 67-year-old comedian provided a lot of laughs since his character, which ultimately is responsible for the chaos that occurs, is a bee. William Davies, who collaborated on the writing on the series, once jokingly said that he needed to join a dance to get Rowan to function again. In response to the assertion that he chose the roles he played very carefully, he stated, "I'm delighted to work, but I sort of need to work on something in which I have absolute faith, belief, and knowledge. Therefore, this is all about the joke. But what exactly does the scenario have to do with it? It's got to inspire me. I think I have to wait to do it. For example, the Johnny English movies and the Mr. Bean movies," said the actor. He said that he was familiar with Johnny English. He thought he's a funny guy, and he loved the opportunity to play him, but only if the roles he would play would allow him to shine in the best possible light. And in the same vein as Mr. Bean, he believed he was an extremely cruel piece of labor. Even though he believed he was a very disagreeable and self-centered individual, he found it pretty entertaining to watch him because of the inherent anarchy and self-centeredness he possesses. Timothée Chalamet plays the lead role in the movie, and there's no information about Rowan Atkinson's part. His most recent comedy, Man vs. Bee, has been hailed by reviewers as a better version of Mr. Bean. The slapstick sitcom channels all of Mr. Bean's visual comedy, but features people that are easier to relate to. Atkinson stated that he was his own harshest critic and frequently pondered whether or not his ideas could have been executed more effectively. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section how this video was. I hope that you found this one interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing for more. And don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the next video with some more interesting celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.